My hair is doing things. Haha, hi. Well, hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. It's been a while since I filmed a video. That's not true. I actually filmed a video before this, but I think this video is gonna go up first. So many of you have had so many questions about my shop, including this dog right here. Hi, buddy. Come here, come here. I just took this one on a walk. Yeah, you wanna tell everybody how your walk was? We don't want to talk about it right now. Doyle's had a lot of questions too, because he has been inspecting all the packages. He's judging all the orders for you guys. So yeah, you guys have had a lot of questions about Favorite Daughter Shop. So I put a call out for questions on Instagram and Facebook. I got an overwhelming amount of questions regarding the shop. So I don't think I can get to all of them, but I'm gonna get to as many of them as I can, or like the most commonly asked questions. And you might see a little dog thing over here. I don't know. I have this like bench here, so he never sits on this unless I'm sitting on it. Here was the Q&A little thumbnail that I made. So yeah, I just said drop your questions in the comments, and there's a lot of them, so let's get to it. This person asks, are you still debt-free? Yes. And it says, how do you maintain being debt-free? When will you do another zero spending challenge? How do I maintain being debt-free? I guess, well, I don't have a credit card anymore because I cut that up and canceled that card, I think a month or two after I bought this house. I can't remember. If I can find that video, I'll link it below for you guys. But anyways, how do I maintain being debt-free? I guess I just don't have a credit card and I'm not doing anything that would accrue debt at this point. And then when will I do another zero spending challenge? I'm not sure. Maybe, I don't know. I don't have any plans for it, but hopefully sooner rather than later, but I'm not sure. And when I was doing that zero spending, or spending as little as possible, did you guys like the vlogs, or would you rather have like a daily vlog, or rather have like a weekly recap kind of a thing? I don't know. Let me know in the comments. Were there any expenses you weren't prepared for when opening your own business? I guess the only thing that I bought that I kind of needed was a printer. And of course, like the way that I'm wired, I couldn't just buy like a $50 printer. I had to buy like a $300 printer with toner, and like it's a laser printer, and I love it. But I guess that was the only thing I mean, I was prepared for it because I haven't had a printer in years. I haven't had a printer since like the first apartment I had in Fargo, because my printer just like completely crapped out on me, and I was like, I'm not gonna buy another printer, this sucks. So anyway, I just didn't buy a printer because I didn't print a lot of stuff anyways. But now I'm printing orders, I'm printing invoices, I'm printing shipping labels, like I'm printing a lot, so I definitely need my own printer. So yeah, I guess that was the only thing that, I don't know, I kind of splurged on. This is a great question from Michelle Plans It. It says, do you think you'll ever expand to sell more than washi? Why, yes. What has been the most difficult part about running a shop? So yes, I want to expand to more than washi. I did explain a few videos back, I can't remember which video I posted it in, but I do want to sell like Favorite Daughter Emily merchandise as well as DOYLE merchandise on this platform as well, but I need money to do that. So right now I'm saving up to hire a graphic designer to do a DOYLE. You can't see him right now, but he's got like, you know, he's got a face. Hold on, let's see if we can see the DOYLE. Hey DOYLE, hi. I am saving up right now to hire a graphic designer. Sorry, I'm like adjusting still. To do a little like caricature or like, I don't know, just something of DOYLE, like a vector of DOYLE that I can use on all of my merch that I will own. So I already know how much it's gonna be. It's just a matter of like getting my funds together, and I want to run a debt-free company. So yeah, I'm currently paying myself back for certain things. So I'm hoping, sorry, my nose like really itches. I'm hoping by the end of the year to have merchandise, branded merchandise in the shop. But for right now, it's just gonna be washi samples. And then what has been the most difficult part about running the shop? I don't I don't know. I mean, I don't think, this is gonna sound really like weird, but I don't think it's difficult. Maybe because I've done YouTube for a long time, maybe because I've been in the planning world for a long time. Like I know what I want from a shop, so I kind of have a consumer-based brain. So I just kind of think about that before I make decisions, I guess. So there hasn't really been a difficult thing yet, and I hope there won't be, but you know, nothing has been difficult just yet. And then this person says, is the shop going to replace your income that you would receive from a day job? Are you still looking for a new job? Yes, I am still looking for a normal, like working for someone else job. I would love for this to replace my income, but unfortunately it is not there yet. I wish it was, but it isn't. So maybe at some point I would do this full time, as well as the YouTube thing, but it's nowhere near my monthly expenses to do that. So yeah, I am still looking for a job, and I hope to possibly work for myself in the future full-time. So who knows? And then Jody from Life's Organized Chaos says, what kind of benefits does Doyle receive as the CJO, the Chief Judging Officer? If you guys have received a package from me, I think like the first couple of days I didn't have this like stamp, but now I stamp all of the invoices that say like Doyle has judged your order. I don't know, I've been buying a lot of bacon lately, so he's been getting some bacon. So yeah, I guess that's what he gets as his benefits. And he gets ear scratches, which you can't really see very well right now, but whatever. What made you start a shop in the first place? Honestly, I wanted something to do, and I also have always, I have always wanted myself as a consumer, again, my consumer-based brain. I have never really been interested in starting like a sticker shop. That's just like not my jam, and I feel like there's so many great shops out there, and you know, I love buying from my friends and from people I don't know as well, but like washi sample shops, I just can't find a lot of them that I really like. So what I wanted to do was to create a place where new planners and scrapbookers could go, as well as seasoned scrapbookers and planners could go. Because I know how my brain works, that once I've done like 2 or 3 spreads in one particular washi tape, I'm usually done with it. I usually don't want to play with that washi tape anymore. I don't know if it's because I'm just feeling like less creative or something like that. I do all my washi samples in 24 inches, which are the ones at the full price of $125 a piece. But yeah, they're 24 inches long, and I just feel like that's a really good amount, and you can get probably about 2, sometimes 3 spreads out of it, just kind of depending on how you use your washi. So I feel like once that's over, then you're kind of over the washi anyways. So, and then why pay anywhere from like, the average for one roll of washi, in my experience, whether you buy really expensive ones or you buy, you know, big tubes and get a little bit of discount, they're about $4 a piece, like $3.50 to $4 a piece on average. So I don't know, I just feel like, when I was starting out planning, I would have loved to find a shop that had decorative and functional and, you know, food and flowers and like all this kind of stuff, so I could just kind of like get my feet wet and get some really fun ones that I wouldn't necessarily want. Like, really, do I really want like sandal flip-flops, like a whole roll of it? No. But I would love a sample of it because I might want to use it in like one spread in the summertime, but beyond that, I don't think I'd ever use it, so what's the point? I mean, that's just kind of how my brain works, so that's kind of why I started the shop, because I kind of wanted a place for you guys to go, as well as something fun to fill my time. This person says, it seems like your family is so supportive. Mine judge everything I do when it's outside the box. Oh, that's sad, I'm sorry. Did they assist in planning or building the shop? Nope. And then it says, does your mom feel pressured to come and help you? Nope, I don't think so. I believe she said she is the type that enjoys staying busy, and this helps. And then is my dad back? Oh yeah, my mom and dad are back in Minnesota now. I don't think my mom feels pressured to come and help. She just calls me randomly once in a while and she's like, hey, what are you doing today? And I'm like, oh, I'm taking pictures or whatever. And she's like, hey, can I come over and wrap washi? I'm like, sure. Like, I don't say like, you have to be here on Tuesday at 9 a.m. like, bah, you know, that conversation doesn't happen. My mom does like keeping busy. She loves like knitting and crocheting and like she likes this kind of stuff. She likes to work with her hands quite a bit. So this is definitely right up her alley. So she picks out her favorite ones and then she wraps those, and the ones that are not her favorites, she doesn't wrap them, she leaves them for me, so, which is totally fine. This person asks about the process, like how long does it take, like printing the invoice, packing the merchandise, putting the label on it, all that stuff. So without making the actual washi bobbin, I'm gonna take that totally out of it. So like going in, printing, getting my shipping label, packing up everything, you know, for one specific order, I think it might take anywhere from 10 to 15 minutes. It just depends on the order and how big it is, because I do double check everything. I do due diligence on all of the orders, and I don't, hopefully, fingers crossed, I haven't messed up any of them yet. And I'm very diligent about my inventory too. So I have a specific method for my inventory, which I'm always checking and double checking just to make sure, because this isn't like a sticker sheet where if I say I have 9 of them and I really only have 6, I can print more. Like once I'm out, I don't have any more unless I buy more from the supplier that I purchased from in the first place, or if I have more on the way or something like that. So yeah, it takes a little while just because I go through everything really, really carefully and I try to do my best. And obviously at some point there's gonna be human error, but you know, I like to just make sure that I'm giving you guys exactly what you want in a timely fashion. This person has a really good question. It says, how would you like to grow the FDE brand? You know, I'm starting with the washi samples, but again, like I said, I really want to go into the merchandise that you guys have been asking for, but again, that takes money, and this is what the washi sample business is going to hopefully allow me to do. And like I said, I'm hoping, fingers crossed, by the end of the year to have some of that up in the shop and start selling some of that, but we'll see. It depends on how it goes. Oh, this is a great question. Do you think that opening an Etsy shop is a good way to pay down some debt and or add to savings? Absolutely. Like if you have a talent or a skill or something to sell, or even like eBay, if you've got like clothes or household stuff or whatever, like I think that's great and awesome. You just need to be able to set aside the time to do it. And also, if you're trying to get out of debt, don't do what I did and buy like a really expensive printer, okay? Like just don't do that. Use what you have. So if you do have a printer, that's great. Maybe a friend or a family member has an older printer they're not using that they could give you or loan you for a little while or something like that. But yeah, I mean, don't do what I did and like go out and buy a fancy new printer. But I guess I just wanted to do that because I'm me, and you know, I can't do anything like halfway. I have to go like all the way with it. So but yeah, I think it's a great way to do that if that's your motivation. So definitely, yeah, go for it. Oh, this person asked a great question. Her name is Jennifer. She said, now that you have a shop, was Go Wild considered a business trip? Actually, because I have a YouTube channel and an LLC, it was already considered a business trip. So it had nothing to do with my shop. It was all about my channel, and I do the, you know, a lot of my stuff is like budgeting and planner related and stuff too. So it was already considered a business trip. It says, how did you figure out your price points? I really calculated out like how much everything costed me. So everything from the packing tape to the paper to the toner to the bubble mailers to the bobbins to the roll of washi, like all of that stuff. And I have it like gridded out, and then I just figured it out from there. So just be diligent about your pricing, you know, figure it out per unit, because it's kind of difficult when things come in like say a pack of 50 or a pack of 25 or a pack of 1,000, and then you can kind of just divide it by that and figure out like per unit or per item, because I'm selling one at a time, how much does that cost? So yeah, that's what I did. As a shop owner, do you think it's important to state that your product comes from a home with pets or a smoke-free? She just wrote, she saw it being discussed in another group and she thought it was interesting. Yeah, I mean, on Instagram, I'm very open about that I have a dog on my favorite daughter shop Instagram, which is down below. And, you know, I know some people have really bad allergic reactions to animals, and I feel really bad for you guys. I have a really horrible reaction to cigarette smoke. I have my whole life, and I get physically ill from it if I'm around it a little too much, or just like if I'm around it for a little too long, I guess I should say. So Anyway, not a smoker here, but I felt like that was important to put on my description. I do say that all items come from a smoke-free home. I know that I have received packages in the past of planning supplies as well as other things that I've purchased either on Etsy or even online, like just like an online shop that's a little bit smaller, and it smells like cigar and cigarette smoke, and I'm like, this stinks so bad. You know, and a lot of it is usually clothing because it just sucks up whatever you have in it. And you know, a lot of times I try to wash it, and I've had the couple times I've had issues with that, my scent has come out well, which is good. And I have had other friends when I was considering opening up an Etsy shop, when I was talking to them about it, and they're like, yeah, say it comes from a pet, or not a pet free, but a smoke-free home. That's really important. Like, you know, they said that they had purchased some things and tried to get it out, the scent out, and they just couldn't get it out. And it was like children's stuff, so they weren't comfortable with their kid wearing it. So they had some issues with that. But I think it's important to say, and also if it does come from a smoke home, write it. I mean, some people are not gonna have an issue with it. And I mean, most of the time, most people, not myself excluded, because I just like, my nose is like crazy about cigarette smoke, but some people don't even notice it. So as long as I think it's open and honest, I feel like that's okay. But I think it's important to write it down because it does affect families and people differently. So just to be transparent about it and just say, hey, this comes from a smoke-free home, or this comes from a smoked home, or you know, however you would want to put that on your listing. I think that's important. And this person asked, this is gonna be the last question on the favorite daughter Emily Q&A, but we're gonna go to the favorite daughter shop in a second because I can't answer all the questions. But this person says, how do you calculate and charge for shipping? Were there any tools that you used to figure this out? Yeah, actually Etsy has a really great tool, and you can put in like how much the item weighs and like your packaging information and where it's going, and then it calculates it out for you really, really well. So that is what I used. All right, so that's it for the favorite daughter Emily questions. So let's go to the favorite daughter shop questions, which is not as many on here because there's not as many followers. So feel free to follow me there because there's gonna be shop updates, and if there's a sale or anything like that, it'll be listed there. All right, this person asks, just curious, why washi and why not something else? I kind of answered that before, but because I wanted this when I first started planning. I was always looking for someplace, and some of the washi shops that I really, really loved that were sample shops would always be out of stock, or I wouldn't be able to find everything all at one place. And I just wanted to find a place or I wanted to create a place that had functional and decorative and everything in between all in one. Because I feel like for the shipping, you want to make sure that you're getting the right value. You know, most people are not buying 1 or 2 samples. Most people are buying, you know, 10 to 30 samples in one order because the shipping is, you know, a consideration. So yeah, I always wanted that for myself. So I feel like a seasoned person as well as a beginner would really like this kind of product when they're into scrapbooking or planning or anything in between. This person asked, do you plan on adding simply gilded washi into your inventory? Nope, I'm not planning on doing that anytime soon. Is the shop turning out to be bigger than you expected? Will this be cutting into your vlogging? It's not turning out bigger than I expected. I didn't really have any expectations for it, to be honest. And will it cut into my vlogging? No, not really. Last week I did take like a week off of videos just because the week before I was at Go Wild and I posted like a lot of videos and I felt like everyone's sick of Emily. We need to take a break on that. So I took a little break, but now I'm back. And so no, it's not really gonna cut into that. And then this other person says, I ordered less than 3 hours ago and my item already shipped. Wow, I aim to please, friend, I aim to please. Okay. So that's all I'm gonna answer on Instagram. Let's go to the Facebook. I have a few questions on Facebook and then we're gonna wrap this thing up. Shailene asks, what are some tips on opening an Etsy shop? To be honest, I don't know. I've been open for what, 30 days now? I'm not the expert at all. I would say just be consistent with your product, be consistent with your vision, and don't deter from that as much as maybe other people want you to like, oh, well, you sell stickers, or you're gonna sell, you know, all these other things that are planner related when it's not necessarily something I wanna do. You know, and it's okay to say no, or it's okay to just be you. I guess that would be a good tip, maybe. I don't know. I mean, maybe that's not a good tip. I don't know. Maybe do everything. I have no idea. And then she also asked, how did you come up with washi samples and go for it? Was it a struggle? No. I kind of answered this already with why washi samples, but was it a struggle? No. I went for it just because I had the time, and I just thought, why not start something and see what happens? You know? Why not, right? Amy asked, do you have a plan to collaborate with any sticker shops to create stickers and washi bundles, or will you start selling stickers? Has it been a better start than you expected? Will you be going back to work? That's a lot of questions, Amy. Do I plan to collaborate with any sticker shops to create a sticker and washi bundle? Not at this time. Or will I start selling stickers? No, not at this time. And then, has it been a better start than you expected? Like I said before, I really didn't have any expectations, so, you know, but it's going well. And then it says, will I be going back to work? Yep, I'm still looking for work. So hopefully soonish rather than later-ish, but you know, I'm still applying, but there's not a ton of stuff out there in my area, unfortunately. Let's end with this question from Brittany. It says, what's been your biggest challenge? And then also, what is your favorite aspect of having your own business? So my biggest challenge so far is been time management. I feel like I think I can get all this stuff done and I just can't. And to be honest, I mean, I put down that my hours are, you know, Monday through Friday, you know, 9 to 5, whatever. I am always working, you guys. Like, I'm always either doing YouTube stuff or I'm doing shop stuff, and I just don't know how to turn it off. And I feel like a lot of people that own their own business, or at least have their own like in-home business, it's really hard to like turn that off. Especially for me, like I don't have a partner, I don't have children, like I just have a dog that's laying in front of me right now. So to be honest, I'm just always doing something. I'm always taking pictures of products or rolling out washi or wrapping or whatever. So like that's literally what I'm gonna do after this. So I don't know when to turn it off. So I think that's my biggest challenge, is to like set those boundaries. But you know, I think I'll get there. And then her last question was, what is the favorite aspect of having your own business? The flexibility, I think. Like the flexibility to do what I want, when I want, and you know, if I work harder, I get paid more. And if I work less, then I'll probably get paid less. You know, like the harder I work and the more I work on my business, the more reward you get. And it's a tangible reward because you get to see that in orders and customers using your products and like all of that stuff, versus if you're just at a job with, you know, X amount of dollars per hour, even though you work harder. And even though sometimes you do get rewarded financially or get rewarded in any other, you know, any other way, sometimes it's difficult for bosses to realize that and how to reward you in the way that you need to be rewarded. So, I mean, I guess that's been the most rewarding thing about the job or having my own business, is that I can do it when I want and I can work as hard or as little as I want to, even though I've been working like crazy. But yeah, it's very, very in its infancy right now. Like I said, it's what, like a month old now. I'm just trying to get my bearings right, and I've been approached from several different places to donate swag. I haven't done any of that yet because I'm just not prepared at this point. I would love to do that sometime in the future, but right now I'm just not ready. So I just don't have the volume, which is difficult. Anyway, but that's kind of an update on the shop. If you guys want a shop tour, let me know. It's a hot mess. Like, I'm letting you know right now. It is taking over my dining room and it's driving me crazy a little bit. And I think I need to redo my guest room and take that bed out of there and get some like IKEA furniture upstairs and put it in that room, because this over here, no bueno. I don't like it, but it's serving its purpose for now. Again, you know, furniture costs money, so I do want to run a debt-free business. So yeah, maybe before the end of the year I'll do that too, but we'll see. We'll see. If IKEA would like to sponsor my life and my video, that'd be great, but I don't see that happening anytime soon. But if you work for IKEA and you can like hook me up, you know, let me know, because I'm all about the IKEA furniture, especially for office stuff. Stuff's amazing. But anyway, I think I'm gonna close out the video here. I think I've rambled on long enough and I have some stuff I wanna get done tonight. So anyway, thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today. I hope I answered most of the questions. Like I said, I couldn't answer everything, but I'm sure I'll answer more questions sooner rather than later. And if you like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you'd like. All the information to my shop, my Etsy shop, will be down below. So feel free to favorite the shop or buy some things if you're interested. And if you do buy something, let me know in the like notes to seller that you came from this video. That would be kind of fun to see how many people come from this video that want to buy something. So let me know. But anyway, I'm gonna jet for now. Thank you guys for hanging out and I will see you all in the next video. Bye guys.
Well folks, it's time to kick it old school. So you can feel cool. Give it to me, baby. Baby. Yeah.